muffled by hand-dried paper towels. She nearly quit school, nearly silenced herself. But then a voice, her grandmother's, buried in her memory. Child, silence is the death of the spirit. Sing, even if no one listens. Amara didn't return to class the next day, or the next week. Instead, she began recording videos in her bedroom. Spoken word poetry, rants, songs, truths. She uploaded her first video under the name Black Belle. Her father smiled and said, "You're ringing loud now." Months passed. Amara uploaded videos every Friday. One poem, skin like fire, heart like glass, struck a chord. It was raw, unfiltered. They carved slurs into my silence. I carved verses into theirs. By Monday, it had 2 million views. Suddenly, the world outside her town was listening. Activists shared her work. Celebrities tweeted her name. A spoken word performance at a local cafe led to an invitation to perform at a Black History Month event in Atlanta. She stood on stage, palms trembling. Then she opened her mouth, and the room shook. Her poems weren't just about race. They were about resilience, motherhood, grief, love, laughter. She told the stories buried under years of dismissal. And people cried. People clapped. People saw her. Colleges began calling. So did producers. Oprah's team. TEDx. By 20, Amara had a book deal. By 22, her poetry collection Unseen Sons was a national bestseller. But with fame came pressure. White journalists asked her if she was angry on purpose. Interviewers asked, "Can you try to be more universal?" She smiled through it. She had trained for this battle. Amara launched a foundation, the Belle Project, for young Black writers from rural towns. She returned to Wilmington to give a keynote speech at the same school where they once silenced her. She looked out into the audience and saw a dozen Black girls sitting taller. She read, "You told me I was too dark to shine, so I became the sun." The auditorium erupted, and then Hollywood came calling. A Netflix docuseries was made about her life. Bell rings twice. Emmy nominations followed. Time magazine called her the voice of a generation. But to Amara, the real victory wasn't the red carpets or bestsellers. It was the letters. From girls in Arkansas. From boys in Mississippi. From mixed kids in England. All of them saying, "Because of you, I wrote my first poem." Amara Belle, the girl who was once told to go back where she came from, had arrived everywhere.